well, Mike, you know, here you are, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, why are you attracted to these street guys like Eric Von Zip?
You have to go. Now, you understand, right? Thank you.
And I wish so bad I had a time machine to go back and change my words. And, you know, you see that, like, pissed off Mike Tyson, and I'm like, and I gotta talk my way out of this situation.
You come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
Imagine sitting across from Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. Now picture him being pushed too far during an interview. That's exactly what happened on Vlad TV, where one question sent Tyson spiraling into frustration. But did that moment spell the end of Vlad TV's career? Did Vlad go too far with his relentless questioning?
That's a fair statement.
You're not attracted to them?
Well, not attracted to them, but I mean, you like having them around. You're friends with them and you maintain
You like
this.
having them around?
Is Vlad's constant needling a reflection of a deeper issue, a growing divide between him and the black community? Or was this just another one of Mike's infamous explosive moments, like so many interviewers before have faced?
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Did Vlad wake up the beast inside Tyson? And what do other rappers who have exposed Vlad in the past have to say about this?
You sucking off of black culture. Ooh. You're taking all, you know, you're making money off black culture.
Mike Tyson. The name alone sends shivers down your spine. Known not just for his boxing skills, but for his raw, unfiltered interviews, Tyson has always been a force to reckon with outside the ring. But when it comes to interviews, some have dared to push him a little too far. And one such figure is DJ Vlad, the man behind Vlad TV. Vlad has become notorious for his probing, almost interrogative style, often leading his guests down uncomfortable paths. But this time, he might have met his match.
And I wish so bad I had a time machine to go back and change my words. And, you know, you see that, like, pissed off Mike Tyson, and I'm like, and I gotta talk my way out of this situation.
Tyson's reputation for not holding back during interviews is well known. But this time, the tension was next level. Why did Vlad TV, a platform that has grown on exposing the controversial lives of celebrities, decide to dig into Mike's street affiliations? Did Vlad go too far, poking the bear one time too many? We'll dive into that in a moment. And if you think this is the first time Tyson has shown his temper during an interview, think again. We've seen moments where he's completely destroyed reporters. From his infamous 1999 outburst to his intense exchanges with TV show hosts, Mike has never been shy about shutting down conversations that don't sit well with him.
You know you're a real prick though, right? What's that? You're a real prick.
But there's more to this story. It's not just about Mike Tyson's short fuse. This moment is tied to a much bigger narrative, the increasing backlash against Vlad TV, especially within the black community. So what exactly did Mike Tyson say, and why is it leaving people to question Vlad's future? Vlad TV has long been a platform known for airing the dirty laundry of rappers, athletes, and celebrities, many of whom are black. Vlad's interview style is often seen as prying, constantly digging into controversial subjects like gang affiliations and criminal histories. While these interviews pull in millions of views, they also spark outrage. Many believe Vlad is exploiting the black community for views, exposing personal details without regard for the consequences his guests may face.
You sucking off of black culture. Ooh. You're taking all, you know, you're making money off black culture.
This sentiment isn't new. Over the years, numerous celebrities, particularly rappers, have come forward to expose Vlad for manipulating interviews, editing conversations to create narratives, and in some cases, causing legal trouble for his guests. From Boozy Badazz to Lord Jamar, plenty have warned about the dangers of sitting down with Vlad. But now, Mike Tyson's moment of frustration has added fuel to the fire. In a gripping interview with Vlad TV, Mike Tyson was asked about his relationship with Zip, a figure often seen as a go-between for Puff Daddy and the Southside Crips. Vlad initiated the conversation by stating, "You've always talked about your relationship with Zip. Zip is kind of a very interesting figure." Right from the start, Vlad set the stage for a deeper dive into Tyson's past connections, but he quickly learned that this topic was more sensitive than he anticipated. Vlad continued, "You know, here you are, this multimillionaire, and it seems like you've always been attracted to the guys that are still on the streets to a certain degree. Do you think that's a fair statement?" This line of questioning seemed to probe Tyson's affiliations with those who had not found the same level of success. Tyson shot back with an edge of annoyance, saying,
That's a fair statement?
You think I'm attracted to them?
Well, not attracted to them, but I mean, you like having them around. You're friends with them and you
You
maintain
think I like
this.
having them around?
I'm just asking.
You think I'm friends? What do you think? You think I like having them around?
I don't know. You just spoke nicely about Zip, so
It was clear that Tyson was feeling defensive, perceiving Vlad's questions as not only invasive but also dismissive of the complexities of his relationships with these individuals. Tyson elaborated on the depth of these relationships, stating, "I don't know who these guys are when you talk. Those are the guys that, when I'm whoever I am, they're nobody. I mean, those are the guys that live in the same building with me. They give my mother salt or sugar if she needs the milk." He illustrated the intimacy of these connections, indicating that these were not merely acquaintances but people who had been integral to his life. As the conversation progressed, Tyson expressed a sense of loyalty and affection for these friends, revealing his belief in their inherent goodness despite their life choices. "I don't think they're bad guys," Tyson asserted. "I think they made mistakes. Some of my close friends are guys just like this. They have bigger hearts than I do. They're smarter than I am." This candid admission highlighted his admiration for their resilience and authenticity, a stark contrast to Vlad's earlier implications. Tyson went on to share a sobering reflection. "Sometimes I think I deserve to be in prison more than they do. You know, it's very by the grace of God." In that moment, Tyson revealed not just his past but the emotional weight of his journey, underscoring the complex interplay of loyalty, gratitude, and survival that defined his relationships with those from his past. It was a poignant moment that left viewers questioning the narrative of success and the realities of friendship within the streets. The palpable tension in the room suggested that Tyson was not just defending his past connections but also confronting the societal judgment that often accompanied them. In any case, Tyson's reaction on Vlad TV isn't an isolated incident. Over the years, he's built a reputation for being unpredictable in interviews. Many journalists have experienced firsthand how quickly an interview can go south when Tyson feels provoked. In one of his most famous interview moments from 1999, Tyson lost his temper and verbally attacked a reporter, leaving everyone in the room speechless.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
So is this why Vlad was so afraid of Mike Tyson? Anyone who has followed Tyson's career knows that he's not just another celebrity. He's a man who has lived through violence, both in and out of the ring, and he's not one to be trifled with. Vlad, the host of Vlad TV, is known for his provocative interviewing style, often pushing boundaries to elicit revealing responses from his guests. However, when it comes to Mike Tyson, the stakes are significantly higher. Tyson's reputation as a ferocious fighter is well documented. From his chaotic press conferences to his infamous street brawls, Tyson has shown that he doesn't take disrespect lightly.
Certainly isn't that type of person. We saw that in the same sort of situation with Housing Rock.
Vlad's fear wasn't just about Tyson's past as a heavyweight champion, it also stemmed from his unpredictable temperament and his ability to shift from calm to explosive in mere moments. Take, for example, one of Tyson's most notorious press conference outbursts, where he threatened to eat his children in a fit of rage directed at a fellow boxer. This statement was emblematic of Tyson's volatile nature, showcasing a man who could easily slip into aggression when provoked. Tyson's ability to summon that raw, unfiltered emotion makes him a figure who commands both respect and fear, not just from his opponents but also from interviewers like Vlad.
You come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of shit. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
During interviews, Tyson often exhibits a playful demeanor, laughing and joking with his hosts. Yet, that levity can quickly evaporate, revealing the fierce competitor who once dominated the boxing world.
you have to go. Now, you understand, right? Thank you.
Tyson has openly discussed his struggles with anger management and the impact of his tumultuous past.
When someone gets you angry, they're your master.
Yeah, see, that's why I took
They
a time
control your
out.
intelligence,
I
your
took a
emotions,
time
they're
out
your
because
master,
I
you're
don't
their
want you
slave.
This self-awareness indicates that Tyson knows his potential for violence, which is unsettling for anyone, including Vlad.
You know, he's got no filter. He just says it the way it is, but he's really as honest as they come. And I really respect him for that.
However, his interview with Tyson isn't Vlad TV's first brush with controversy. Vlad has built his platform on asking tough, often invasive questions. Many rappers, from 50 Cent to Casanova, have walked away from Vlad TV interviews feeling like they were set up. Some have even refused to go on the platform altogether, citing concerns over how Vlad manipulates conversations. You see, DJ Vlad has found himself on the receiving end of a widespread movement, one that recently found Noor taking a vocal stand against him. It started when Vlad made disparaging remarks about Louis Farrakhan during an interview with D.L. Hewley, which went on to upset artists like Royce da 5 and Nick Cannon, one of Vlad's frequent collaborators.
Heels of Farrakhan's 4th of July speech, where he said, those of you that say you're Jews, I will not give you the honor of calling you a Jew. You're not a Jew. You're so-called. You're Satan. And it's my job now to pull the cover off of Satan.
Months ago, Vlad spoke about Minister Louis Farrakhan, misquoting comments that Farrakhan made about Jewish people. Many artists have come forward against Vlad, and Cannon questions whether or not DJ Vlad is a culture vulture. Vlad took an interesting turn in 2020. Vlad got out of pocket a little bit, walked on some landmines, and he misquoted, said Cannon during a conversation with comedian Godfrey, who has also done several appearances on Vlad's show. However, Godfrey disagreed. It wasn't a misquote. A misquote is when you take one little word and blah blah blah. He straight effing lied.
Vlad took an interesting turn in 2020 and he misquoted.
It wasn't a misquote, because a misquote is when you like take one little word and blah blah blah. He straight lied.
Cannon added, so when we see a platform that we don't own and someone's monetizing, making money on, and then you don't operate off of our code or what we see fit, we can't F with you. He saw us as commodities. Nick Cannon questioned how Vlad is different than J. Edgar Hoover, the first director of the FBI who targeted black and civil rights movement leaders. Though Vlad maintained that he had misquoted the minister, many rappers felt that his statement was disingenuous, to the point where the narrative has since begun to turn against the interviewer. So much so that Noriega officially issued a public request that Vlad remove all videos involving him from the DJ Vlad YouTube channel. Vlad TV, I feel like he disrespected hip-hop, Noor said. I feel like he disrespected Louis Farrakhan and he didn't say sorry. So Vlad TV or anyone watching this, I would like you personally, Vlad, to take every video with Noor that's on your site, to take it off. I'm asking you that as a favor. I know I could have called you on the phone, but this is a public situation, not a private situation. So this is your boy Noor signing off. I don't want anything to do with that. Moving on. Fans on Twitter are convinced DJ Vlad is responsible for rapper Casanova's legal plight because of a particular tweet that was fired off on Monday night, December 7th, back in 2020. The Twitter post featured a YouTube video from Hip Hop Media Uncensored, which suggests the FBI pulled information from Vlad TV interviews despite the indictment making no such mention of Vlad TV. Hip Hop News Uncensored reports the feds had been watching Casanova since 2010, meaning they would have had plenty of time to dig into Casanova's media appearances. People familiar with Vlad TV are sometimes suspicious of not only his interview style, but also the specific questions he asks about his subject's criminal activity.
From what I understand, you used to rob people barefaced. No mask.
Nah.
And then I heard you would rob people and then take pictures with them at the club.
The information used in the YouTube video comes from the initial indictment that was unsealed in White Plains Federal Court. 18 untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation gang members, including Casanova at the time, stood accused of crimes ranging from M and to narcotics T, but there's so much more to it. Casanova, born Caswell Sr., was facing life in prison before the Southern District of New York made its case against him. He was among 18 alleged untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation gang members indicted in New York. Casanova was charged with 3 counts related to drug teeing, including conspiracy to commit racketeering, distribute controlled substances, and possession of a firearm, according to Vulture. The Brooklyn artist turned himself in, Mew.com reported. Casanova has been interviewed on Vlad TV several times. It's not that he's getting cats hemmed up, it's the way he speaks. I can hear the smug smile whilst he asks about plights, choices, and repercussions he will know nothing about. Ever. This culture is for his foraging only. Then back to Calabasas. Watch him cite Noi though. Fans called for a boycott of Vlad TV. Don't just stop watching Vlad. Stop effing with content like that entirely. All it does is make a proof of concept and spawn more ish like that, one tweeted. Another person wrote, and Vlad said my name is on no paperwork. Like, and you definitely the police. Assistant U.S. Attorney Sheva Logaraja wrote, using his public platform, he, Casanova, has amplified the message of the gang, both through his music and his social media profiles.
Brooklyn-born rapper Casanova pleads guilty to federal racketeering and drug charges. The U.S. Attorney's Office claims Casanova led the untouchable guerrilla Stone Nation Bloods gang and directed a multi-state conspiracy in that role.
Inner City Press, the outlet that covered Tekashi 6ix9ine's racketeering trial on Twitter, confirmed information Casanova supplied during his interviews, presumably with Vlad, was used in the indictment. But as mentioned earlier, there's no mention of Vlad TV in the indictment. Fans, however, weren't the only ones to talk about it. Legendary Brand Nubian, New York rapper, producer, actor, now turned podcaster, Lord Jamar also weighed in on the Casanova 2X federal case and the possible involvement or not of DJ Vlad from Vlad TV.
Oh,
Vlad TV.
Yeah. Vlad, he was in there as a means to indict Casanova 2 times.
Lord Jamar was, of course, a longtime regular guest on Vlad TV for many years on various social issues, including racism, sexism, homophobia, as well as a range of hip-hop topics before they split. With parts of Vlad's interview being allegedly used for the current indictment, opinions are somewhat split into some sections as to whether it is DJ Vlad's line of questioning that gets some of his overly sharing guests in trouble, or whether in fact his guests should take more personal responsibility with the answers in which they provided. With some claiming that Vlad is a culture vulture, the Soviet immigrant from Kyiv who became the household entity in hip-hop media and entertainment now known as DJ Vlad, has had a long-running and strong association with hip-hop since settling in California as a young child in the late 1970s. He released mixtapes, produced documentaries, as well as earned a degree in computer science from the University of California, Berkeley, and worked in a variety of computer corporate positions. This has given the platform a reputation for having a curse, the Vlad curse. People have alleged that whoever Vlad interviews gets arrested. Some examples of artists include Keef D, who was arrested for the murder of Tupac Shakur, and Rollo, who was apprehended and accused of running a cross-country drug operation.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually see a gun?
No, shit. Once he got the reaching, I got the ducking.
Speaking to Revolt TV about the curse, Vlad said he didn't believe it to be true. I mean, apart from the Kefi D situation, I've never heard of that actually happening, he said. Just to keep it 100. Like, I've never heard of our stuff actually being used, an interview being used against someone in a case that they actually talked about. In my rationale for the Keef D situation, he wrote an effing book. But of all the other guests, there is probably none who took their feud with Vlad as seriously as 50 Cent did. In the world of hip-hop, feuds are almost a given. Yet, few rivalries are as enduring or complicated as 50 Cent's battles. And DJ Vlad's platform has often played a part in keeping those flames alive. Recently, Tony Yayo, one of 50 Cent's closest allies, revealed that 50 offered him $5 million to start his own platform and stop appearing on Vlad TV. Given that Yayo is one of Vlad's biggest recurring guests, this offer seems like a strategic move by 50 to hit Vlad where it hurts, his business.
I'm getting millions with 50 already. Look, hold
if
on.
this is your last interview, I appreciate all the interviews you've done.
See, he's getting scared now. Look, he's getting scared.
I'm not getting scared.
Look.
If Yayo follows through and starts his own platform, it could significantly impact Vlad's career, especially since Yayo's frequent appearances are a major draw for the channel. This feels like part of a broader plan by 50 Cent, who's never shied away from using his influence to take down people who cross him. But why is 50 so determined to distance himself and his crew from Vlad? The tension between Vlad and 50 has been brewing for some time. Vlad TV, known for getting its guests to open up about their personal lives and feuds, often drives artists to talk about 50 Cent in a negative light. One of the most recent artists to take shots at 50 on Vlad TV is rapper Hurricane Chris.
So of course we accepting you in the city and you saying it's your city, but let us actually show you the city. Don't just spend all your time downtown with the people with the suits and with the people that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can actually show you this community.
In his Vlad TV interview, Hurricane Chris didn't hold back. He claimed that he's a better rapper than 50 Cent, reigniting a feud that has been simmering for a while. Of course, 50, known for his witty and ruthless comebacks, didn't let this slide. He responded to Hurricane Chris in classic 50 Cent style by making a joke out of it. 50 shared a clip from Hurricane Chris's interview, where the rapper discussed Louisiana's struggling education system. Hurricane Chris made a mistake while speaking, mispronouncing educational as educational, and 50 was quick to capitalize on it. This is what happens when the educational system fails you in the 50 states of America. 50 captioned the post, mocking Chris's slip-up. Hurricane Chris, not one to back down, responded in the comments, admitting that he spoke too fast but also calling out 50 for focusing on the slip-up rather than the serious issue of Louisiana's education system. This latest spat between Hurricane Chris and 50 Cent is just another example of how DJ Vlad's platform has become a breeding ground for drama. Vlad seems to thrive on these moments, often pushing his guests to talk about 50 in ways that spark controversy. But for 50 Cent, this pattern is nothing new. In fact, Vlad has tried on multiple occasions to get Tony Yayo, one of 50's most loyal friends, to criticize him, but Yayo has consistently stood by 50.
Did 50 ever, write your lyrics, or did you always write your own lyrics?
Nah, I always wrote my own lyrics.
Every time?
Yes.
Because there'd be no shame in saying that this dude who's phenomenal.
50, I mean, come on,
Vlad's tactics have backfired with Yayo. For instance, Vlad once questioned Yayo about whether 50 Cent had written his lyrics on certain tracks, particularly So Seductive. Yayo clarified that while 50 did write some hooks, he always penned his own verses. This was a subtle way for Vlad to stir up tension, similar to how he tried to fan the flames between Hurricane Chris and 50. Behind all the drama, 50 Cent has been busy building a multimedia empire. While Vlad is stirring up drama on his platform, 50 is making moves in the business world. He's created multiple successful TV shows, launched a successful spirits brand, and is still relevant in the music industry. However, in an interview with Big Boy's Neighborhood, 50 Cent revealed that he sometimes wishes he wasn't the one in the spotlight. If he had it his way, Tony Yayo would have been the one to rise to fame, allowing 50 to focus on business from behind the scenes.
The beauty of how Geodit worked is my solo album took off so big that I just brought them with me. So it was clear that it was me creating the opportunity for everybody else in the crew.
In any case, while Mike Tyson didn't physically harm Vlad, the moment left a lasting impression. It sparked a broader conversation about the ethical boundaries of interviewers like Vlad. Many people in the Black community have called for a boycott of Vlad TV, accusing him of profiting off Black trauma and perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Since that interview, discussions have swirled around whether Vlad TV is slowly losing credibility. Many of his former guests have voiced their opinions, with some suggesting that Vlad's time is running out. As for Tyson, he continues to be a force of nature, both in the ring and out. But this moment served as a reminder that even in retirement, he's not someone to be messed with. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.